Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers review. Wow, it's been a long time since I've done a knockoff review. And that's indeed what I'm doing today. This is a review of the masterpiece Lamborghini MP-12J, the Lambor mould. This is a complete knockoff. This J mould wasn't released at all at retail, and J stands for John or something, which is gold in Chinese. So, boom! There we have a very unique masterpiece figure. I saw this guy. Where did I see him? I think it was on one of the forums like TFW, I think. And I thought, wow, that's garish, and I want it. The market at the moment is flooded in the UK with the Optimus Prime Year of the Horse, which is red and gold. And I thought, well, let's have a look at this guy and see if he would go. So he arrived. Real huge thanks to my friend Robin for hooking me up with this. I'll try and capture the box as best I can. Obviously black background and black box, not ideal. Box is exactly the same as the masterpiece figure. It's basically the Tiger Tracks box printed in gold as opposed to silver. Shows you there what's included. And yeah, then on the side you've just got a golden version of the Lamborghini. So, without further ado, let's get him unboxed. Straight out of the box, it's identical. It really is identical to the Takara version. You get your instructions and your card. Again, the card is it's just a Takara card in gold. It looks exactly the same. You've got your stickers, the two Autobot logos, and the instructions themselves are again the same, except they are printed in black and white. Awesome. Taking a look, the clamshell is a clamshell, exactly the same moulding as that from the factory. Slightly bent up a little bit, but you've even got the clamshell coating. There's a lot of rumours with regards to the knockoffs, saying, are they knockoffs or are they made in the same factory? Are they like factory seconds? But there isn't any gold ones. There is no official Takara gold car, so it remains a mystery. And there he is out of the clamshell. What a beautiful piece. I really regret selling my original Lambor. I really do. I mentioned that in my G2 Lambor review. It's such a beautiful sculpt. The Lamborghini itself is just fantastic. Completely spot on. I mean, who wouldn't want a gold Lamborghini? The detailing is just incredible. Why did I sell it? Still, if this is as good in robot mode as it looks and feels in vehicle mode, I may go to the same source and get the Lambor KO as well. I mean, that is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, it's not without fault. If you take a look at these headlamps, the original had like a black line around the headlamps, and there's no line there at all. I don't know if I'll be able to get the Lamborghini logo in focus. It's kind of a blob. At least with the Takara version, they kind of tried to get the logo on there, but other than that, it's paint apps are probably better than Takara. My paint apps on my original release of Sideswipe were terrible. The colours didn't match at all. I believe the why are they not holding together? Haven't clipped it in properly, have I? The Lamborghini is actually written different. It's a different font, I think. And there's Secutash. which I don't know if that's written right or not. Just need to line my panels up. I've literally got this straight out of the box, so things are slightly off. We'll see if they get any better once he's been transformed a few times. But weight-wise, it doesn't feel any different at all to the Cara sculpt. It's solid. It's it's a masterpiece. Now, Sideswipe, as I've called him, does come with the accessories. He's got the same cannon, just pimped out. Really nice detailing throughout there. Never noticed the seam. Is that a new thing? Got the handle and the side peg. Obviously, we can peg the second gun in there if we choose to. Pop that in like so. But the again, second gun, really nice. Now I've actually seen a review of this set. I think it was this one or the Tiger Track set, the KO, where they took a look at the guns, and the actual joins on the KO were better and less visible than the Takara one. So shame on you, Takara. Now we also get the pile drivers in this gold colour. Again, exactly the same as the standard Takara release. And because I'm me and my friend is awesome, I also got the gold pile drivers. Oh, I can't wait to get this guy in robot mode. Now, just while I've got G2 Swipe in front of me here, just looking at the back there, you can see that the font of the Lamborghini and the Coutage are slightly different. Other than that, I mean, it's barely noticeable. Do you see what I mean about the logos there on the front? The one on the G2 does look like a logo, and the one on the KO is a bit of a bloop. But such a minimal thing. I mean, price difference. You get the UK are now getting the Prowl, so I don't think we're going to see any of the Sideswipes. But Sideswipe's retailing around £50, £50-60 on release, and it's now a lot more. I don't think they're going to do another run, but this is $20. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Transformation for this guy is the same as any other version of the mould, but I will run through it with you in case this is your first time viewing these videos. What you want to do, you want to start off by pulling down these two front wheels, 1 and 2. You want to apply a moderate force, but they're pretty solid, they're not going anywhere. Come round to this side section and applying force to the red tab here, you can pull the arm sections out like so. Now, applying pressure to each side just above the wheel arch, you can manoeuvre the bonnet section away from the window, pull that section forward, revealing the head, and at this point you can move these arms up and out of the way so you're left with this. I want you to grab the fins of the tail, pull each one of these down, and then we can get this back section here that lifts up. So it's just a matter of applying pressure just behind this joint and popping it out of its peg like so, and just sliding that up. That's on a hinge at the back there, so just slide that up and out of the way. Sliding this up reveals the 2 feet, which are just pegged underneath. There's a small peg under there. Release both feet, and then we can come down to the legs and just separate them. Apply a little bit of force to the top of this side tab and kind of apply pressure on here to stop the leg from moving, and that pops this section up like so. Do that for both sides. I'll do this next section all in one go because it's fairly straightforward. Make sure this fin is out of the way. It does have a tendency of flipping back in. And then your next step is to rotate this section up. Then you grab the section on the inside here and pull that down so it's out of the way. You can then fold open this leg section like so. Pull that down. Come round to the other side and you're left with this at the moment. You've got this black section here with a fold out tab. You want to flick this tab up, then fold this black section down. It's on a hinge just here. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a small hole just in here. And this black tab will just line up, he says. Let's line that up with that tab. There we go. If you're struggling to get it in there, it's generally because this foot section is probably still rubbing. So just make sure that it's nice and clear. That's now tabbed in there. Fold this little foot up. Fold the foot on the end up. You can then put those heel spurs down. Put that back down. And come round to the back and pop the spoiler back. This section here is attached to a hinge. Just fold that forward and down. Taking a look at the centre section, you've got a double hinge. You want to push this hinge back so it becomes unpegged. And then the top hinge, you can just rock that forward like so. Now, making sure the wheels are pointed inwards and clear, you can then move this front grille section down, and there is a small tab on the inside of the grille which will tab in to the red plug, securing in place. Right, at this point I've found the first small flaw with this mould. Obviously, to get this section here locked into place, it applied a little bit of force, which was fine, but now that it's locked in place, the front section doesn't appear to want to peg in. I think it's the actual hole underneath here. I think it's the paint application. It's probably a little bit too thick on there, so I might have to widen the hole slightly, which is no big deal. I mean, it will just be a matter of putting a screwdriver in there and just widen it slightly, but at the moment it doesn't lock securely into place. So let's carry on with the transformation and see how that affects the overall appearance of the robot. If you haven't already done so, then put the top of Sideswipe's head on. Then you can come round to the arm sections. Now you want to extend the arm up. You can then rotate it. There's this section here which is hinged. Flip that forward. And with the little nub there, flip the fist out, close that back up. You can then rotate the arm round and just line everything up how you want it. Ba ba ba! Nearly finished. Just come round to the back section, and these windows here, they fold kind of in, and just untab them. Then they need to be folded in on themselves to form like a diagonal. They've got double hinge, so you flip it down, flip it round like so, and then you can then locate the backpack on. Oh, I've just popped that out. Hang on. Da, da, da. There we go. Very, very slim line. The shoulder cannon can be located in either or. I'm going to go for this side, and the gun, much like the other Masterpiece figures in the line, has the two grooves just inside the hand, so you can pop that in, apply a little bit of force, and then close the hand around said gun. And there we have him, Sideswipe. I really like him. The quality and build, you wouldn't be able to tell. A little disappointed with the nubbin just inside the chest cavity again. It's going to be an easy fix, but it's something I didn't think I'd have to fix. I think it's due to the fact they've kind of coated the paint on pretty thick. I noticed sometimes things are creaking and stretching when I was transforming him, but everything's solid, everything stayed in place, and I haven't come across any paint flaking as yet. And I mean, this guy's... These are really, really good if you're going to start customising figures. I think if you want to make yourself, I don't know, maybe a Nemesis swipe, or maybe even a Sunstreaker, just get a different head and pimp him out a little bit. I think these are absolutely perfect. I mean, for 20 bucks, you couldn't even buy a deluxe Hasbro figure these days. So you can't go wrong for that sort of money. I mean, he looks so garish, but that's amazing. It really is. I don't have the Year of the Horse Optimus Prime. I do have the MP-10, but not the Year of the Horse. But I think I may have to get him now. I don't necessarily have to get him with his trailer, but just to have him displayed with this guy, I think they'll look really, really good together. The red's already very similar, and that gold is just so striking. I really, really like it. Now let's, to fit the hands, the pile drivers, just a matter of flicking the hand in, putting it back, and you would notice there's a nub just above and below the hand. You can just slide the pile driver on like so. See, even that looks good. And then we can open up our special gold ones that I was sent. I've also got a silver set, but they're to go with my KO Tiger Tracks, which I will be reviewing next. Now, I really like these. These are the gold plated. Now, there was rumours that this entire gold swipe was going to be done in gold plated material. I'm kind of glad they didn't do it like that. I just think it does show fingerprints, and it's a difficult thing to clean. But I think these go perfectly with the gold. It just looks good. I am really, really happy with this figure. And it's a bargain. You can't go wrong for that sort of price. Let's see what it looks like with some of the other masterpieces from the range. Here he is with some more of his masterpiece brethren, and yes, he looks phenomenal. I think he fits in perfectly. Definitely going to order myself the KO Red Swipe, or Sideswipe, whatever you want to call him, you know, like Lambor. I could also get hold of probably the KO Prowl. If anybody wants to see a review in comparison of that, I could probably get hold of one. I just think he looks the part, and for the money, you can't go wrong. Now, don't get me wrong, I want people to go out there and buy the original Takara releases, because without Takara releases, we will not be getting these KOs. We need to kind of back Takara all the way with these. But again, for the odd figure, and just to fill your cabinets and to kind of make your army of Autobots, I think these are perfect. And you know, for $20, it's a steal. So for myself and Gold Swipe, thanks for watching. Goodbye.